Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And Verizon announces yesterday that they have expanded their 5G home broadband offerings to more cities, and it's now available in parts of Milwaukee and Tampa Bay. Now, as I've mentioned before in previous videos, if you want a fiber like experience, the closest that you will get is the millimeter wave spectrum from Verizon. And that's what they've expanded here in parts of Milwaukee and Tampa Bay. Now, is this the end goal for Verizon? Likely not, because to really see the impact and effects from it, you have to roll this out at massive scale. That's going to take them a very long time. So the expansion into households in the millions is going to come from C-band, because as I call it, that's capacity at range. So at the mile, 2, 3, some are even saying 4 or 5 mile range, depending on environment. The C-band is still capable of holding capacity to bring home internet to your neighborhood or apartment complex or business. So the millimeter wave is the more interesting one, because I think it is going to be the spectrum that'll give you a fiber-like experience. So we're talking latency in the 4 or 5 millisecond range, maybe even lower in the future, depending on how the technology develops. Gig, 1, 2, 3 gig speeds. And the fact that it doesn't travel far, so the node has to be closer to your apartment complex or house for it to even work. So that lets me know that you are likely to see those higher speeds, and also the uplink may be better. It's not symmetrical by any means, so that's something that fiber, they will always win, because they can offer symmetrical downlink and uplink. But since the millimeter wave node, has to be much closer to your location for it to even connect and work, you may see uplink in the hundreds, 150s, which many have told me is far better than what they're seeing from their cable provider on uplink. Because so far, only fiber has been able to perform symmetrically. Coaxial, not so much. It's usually, they're starting to get better at uplink. You could get 50, maybe even 100 in some cases. But most AT&T U-verse users that have that home internet, they're doing 50 up, 50 down, 10 up at best. And it really doesn't get, you can have a double bonded connection, and if you're closer to the hub, then you may be able to get 100, maybe 100 by 20, but that's very rare, and then you have to have a technician come out and set that up and clean the line and all that. So that's very rare that an average consumer sees that kind of performance. But again, millimeter wave is likely to perform the closest to a fiber connection that you will ever get if you are looking for a secondary option. But at the price point of fixed wireless, at least what T-Mobile starting off with at 60, you're getting very close to the fiber pricing. And even at, say, $10 more, let's say your fiber for 1,000 down and up is 70, I would pay that $10 extra to get that connection. It's just a better connection. So let me know what you think about that in the comment section down below. Again, I just wanted to make this brief video letting you guys know they are expanding the home broadband using its millimeter wave asset. I think that is the one that can hold the most capacity per square mile. Again, it doesn't reach very far. I think even at its best reach, it's never going to reach 3-4 miles. It's never going to be able to do that. It's not meant to do that. Verizon will make it better with beamforming and better panels, newer radios. It'll get more efficient, but it's just a high frequency. It's never going to be able to travel very, very, very far no matter what they do. They are going to have to build to make it a continuous coverage. It will never come from a single node or a single macro. They will have to keep continuing deep, and they're going to have to go really deep into this investment into the repeaters, additional nodes. We're talking 40, 50, 60 nodes per block just to make it a continuous coverage. So Again, let me know in the comment section down below how you feel about this. Maybe you have Verizon's home internet using the millimeter wave and can let us know what its performance is like. So if you have been on the channel or you're new to the channel and you have not yet liked, shared, subscribed, make sure you do so. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when I do upload content. Make sure to follow the social media outlets for more updates and interactions. Thanks again for watching. This is Tyrone with Tech Life, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.